Hey guys, so today I am doing my January nail polish wrap up. I don't actually know if that's what I'm going to call it. I have not decided yet. But I wanted to kind of expand on these monthly videos and do more than just my favorites or what polishes that I wore. I wanted to talk about what polishes I wore. I wanted to haul the polishes that I purchased in the month. And then I also kind of want to do like a little review of some nail care products that I've tried out throughout the month, and then also show you guys my favorite accounts and channels and stuff that I've been loving over the course of the month. So I don't wear like a manicure every single day. I'm hoping this will kind of fill the video out a little bit and then also make it slightly more interesting. So I will start with the polishes that I wore in January. So the first one is actually kind of a cheat because I think I put this on like the 28th or something of December, but I needed more content, so I'm including it. This is, my color wheel is spinning. This is from the OPI Celebration collection, which was their holiday collection, and it is this nice purple holographic. This was really nicely opaque, and I think the reason that I put it on is because I was filming and I just needed something that would go on really quickly and really easily, and it was this. This has also been the month of matte top coat for me. So the next one that I wore was OPI's Ring in the Blue Year, and then I topped it with ILNP Party Popper. Ring in the Blue Year is also from the Celebration collection, which was their holiday collection for 2021. And then Party Popper is from ILNP's winter/holiday collection, which I think was more like a New Year's Eve theme because they split their collections now. Ring in the Blue Year is this really nice cobalt blue cream, and then Party Popper is this topper with these little tiny silver flakies and little tiny gold flakies, and then kind of like a scattering of holographic. And then I topped this with matte top coat. I'm using the Orly matte top coat right now. I don't know if that's actually the one that I used in that manicure, but that's the one that I'm using right now and really liking. Continuing on with the matte top coat theme, I pulled out an ancient polish, which maybe it's not that ancient, but it's pretty old. So this is the Layla Ceramic Effect CE52. I'm pretty sure this was like one of those cult following polishes way back in the day. This is a fairly sheer like purple jelly base, and it has a bunch of those wild Essie Shine of the Times style color shifting flakies in it. So I wore this also with the Orly matte top coat. Really liked this. Forgot how much I really liked this polish, and it makes me kind of sad that these flakies aren't in everything anymore. There's very similar color shifting flakies now, but they're just like not quite like these ones. The next polish that I wore, actually I wore in a bunch of videos, and then none of those videos had any audio, so I had to film them all over again. So you didn't get to see this one in a video, but this is Essie Gel Couture Matter of Fiction. This is so bad. This is like such a bad polish. It was like so streaky and so sheer, and after 3 coats it still looked like super bad. I wore it for a video because it was too far away for you to actually tell like how bad it looked, but I would never have actually walked out the door with this. This is like a really just not a good nail polish. I was looking at the level of this in the bottle, and I'm like, I feel like I grabbed this out of my drawer before because I really wanted to wear this color, and ended up struggling with this to the point that I used like 4 coats, and then did it again and used 3 coats plus like a little touch up. And so it's been shaken up now from me moving it around, but like the level was pretty low, which is not something that I see with a lot of my polishes because I have so many that I don't wear the same thing very often. And that kind of made me remember that I'm pretty sure I have struggled with this before. So I might like mark this somehow, like put a little dot on top of the cap or something, just so that I don't do that again. I should just get rid of it, but you know me. So that was really bad. Don't buy that. Find something else. So the next one that I wore, and the last one that I wore, is Zoya's Brett. So I saw My Polish Days on Instagram. I'll link her Instagram account down below. Wear this, and I was like, wow, that looks awesome. I need to wear that polish. So I dug it out. This is from the winter collection, the 2020 winter collection, I believe. Yes, the Intriguing collection, which was the 2020 winter/holiday collection. It's this really nice, dusty, dark, like, I want to say slate blue, but it also like seems a little dark denim-y to me as well. I don't know. It's a really kind of unusual shade of blue and not something that I would normally gravitate towards, but I was sparked by that Instagram post. So really liked this one. So those are the only polishes that I wore this month. It's not as many as I would like to have worn, but it is what it is. So I only have 2 polishes that I bought this month. I bought more polishes this month, but they're not all here. So I have a fancy gloss order that is still on the way, so that will be in the February wrap up. And then I also have a Rogue Lacquer order that I placed, but the maker of Rogue Lacquer got like really sick, like had pneumonia, and had to kind of delay everything a bit to recover. So I don't have all of the Rogue Lacquer polishes that I ordered yet. I do have this one, which is a holiday polish. This is the Christmas Crelly 2.0. So this was sold out when I placed my order, but I left a little note to ask her if she had any extra ones, and she did, and she sent it with my PR package of the Galentine's polishes. So I have this one to show you. This is a white Crelly with little tiny micro shredded flakies in green, red, and gold. So it's February. It's definitely not like the most seasonally appropriate polish, but I really, really liked this. So I'm glad I got my hands on it. So I will link the Rogue Lacquer website down below. The next polish is kind of like the standout polish for me so far this year. This is from Coloris de Carol. So this is, I will link her website. That's the word I'm thinking of. I will link her website down below. This is called XOXO. This is a Valentine's Day polish. This is a flashed reflective red glitter. And I don't know if you guys have seen this on Instagram or not, but some of the pictures that I've seen, this in flash is wild. So it's just super, super, super bright reflective red. Obviously it doesn't look like that in every single lighting. It definitely comes off like a bit more of a darker red when you're not getting that like flash reflective effect. But I have found that this is actually, the glitter in this is really, really sensitive to throwing that bright red at you. So usually you have to have flash, like your phone flash on it, and then it's like insanely bright red. But there have been 2 instances now where this has been sitting around my house and I've caught it in the light, like glowing back at me from across the room. Once it was sitting on my kitchen counter and I have like the overhead light over my sink was catching it and it was making it like glow really bright. And then the other time it was actually had been brought upstairs and it was in my polish room in the rack, and I walked by and my overhead light was on in this room and it was kind of like flash reflective looking in just the indoor lighting as well. I haven't seen this in the sun yet actually, and it's not as bright as when you actually put the flash on it, but you definitely could catch something in some random indoor lighting, and I've seen that a couple times now. So really, really like this one. The next thing I want to talk about is the skincare product, cuticle care product I've been using a little bit this month. So I have not been using this the whole month. I forgot that I had this. This is another one of those things that came in either a color pass or a PR box, I don't remember, and just kind of got like shoved in a drawer. But since I did my nail care video, or since I filmed my nail care video, it took a while to get that up after I filmed it. But since I filmed it, I've been very, very interested in trying new products for nail and hand and cuticle care. And so I pulled this out because I've been using a lot of oils and lotions, but I don't have any cuticle creams that are like out currently being used, and I wanted to try this out. So this is the Orly Cuticle Therapy Cream, and it's a massive tub. The first like several days that I used this, I was just using the little bit that had like gotten on the inside of the lid. It's absolutely huge amount of product. There's 2 ounces in here, and a little bit goes a very long way. I will say it smells like old people. Yeah, I don't know. It like smells like I don't know how to describe it. It just reminds me of my grandma. Like, not in a bad way, like it's a pleasant smell. It's just something about this. It's like a soap or something that like both of my grandmas had used with like a little bit of hospital mixed in. Like, doesn't smell bad, but it's not like knock you over a great smell. However, this stuff is amazing. Like, it feels so good. Like, I put it on my fingers and my fingertips are like all like silky feeling and awesome. It soaks in pretty well. I have yet to actually find the right amount because a little bit of this goes so far that I end up having to like rub it in like all the way up my fingers, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But like, I can't believe that this has just been sitting in my drawer for so long unused, because it is really, really good. And I was not expecting this to actually like be that special. I just like pulled it out because I wanted to try a cuticle cream. Okay. Really, really, really like this stuff. I should probably see how much it is, because I have found that I'm really out of touch with how much things actually cost. And there's been a few things now that I've talked about that I've gone back to look after putting the video up and realize like how expensive they were. OPI Nail Envy was one of them. Like, I think I've taken for granted that I've had so much nail envy sent to me in PR packages that I had no idea that that stuff is like $15 a bottle. It's like absurdly expensive. And then when I put my Zoya video up, my Natural 5 swatch and review a few weeks ago, someone commented, a couple weeks ago, last week, I don't know. Someone commented on it that like they were disappointed with Zoya's price increase, and I went to the website and Zoya's like $12 a bottle now. And then if you want the brush, the wide brush, it's another $2. It's like a $14 polish once you get everything that you want out of it. So I feel bad that I've like have been getting Zoya PR and like nail envy sent to me for so long that I just really genuinely did not know how much it costs. And I'm gonna try to be a lot better about being aware of how expensive things are, because I feel bad that I've just been like throwing that out, like $15 a bottle for nail envy. It's ridiculous. So now that I've gone off on a tangent, I finally found my answer. This is $12 for the Orly Cuticle Therapy Cream, which is actually like for as much as you get and as good as it is and as far as I think it will go because of how little you actually need. I think that's actually a really good buy. So I'm really happy that this wasn't outrageously expensive and it was not like a nail envy thing all over again, because this is really good. So the last thing that I want to talk about in the wrap-up video, or in these wrap-up videos, are a couple of accounts, nail accounts, channels, whatever, that I've really been liking over the last month. So right now I'm trying to get more into Instagram. Instagram like changed quite a bit and left me in the dust, and so I'm gonna try to make a reel today. I'm gonna try to like put together my first reel. We'll see how it goes. I'm doing a lot more Instagram in my spare time than I am like watching YouTube videos. So the first account is Hey Mercedes. I will link her down below. She's really beautiful nails, first of all. So she is actually one of the people that kind of has made me dive into nail care and hand care a little bit more. She's a nurse. And the first reel that I saw from her was very interesting about like how she keeps her skin from just like falling off of her hands while washing her hands 1,000 times a day as a nurse. So she actually recommended a lotion that I'm very interested in that I just recently ordered that I'm going to review for my February wrap-up video. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm really liking her account. The other account that I've really been liking is Amy Snails, so I will link her account down below as well. So I mentioned in one of my past videos that I've been really into Skittles manicures lately. Into as in I've been looking at a lot of pictures of them. I have not actually put one on my nails, but I really want to do one for Valentine's Day. So hopefully I'll talk about that a little bit more in my February video. But this is an account that I found that kind of like sparked that in me. I really like her Skittles manicures. She has a really good eye for color. I just love some of the color combinations that she's done on her nails. She also has really good nail art, but for me, I'm like all about all her really cool color combinations in her Skittles manicures. So I will link her account down below as well. So that is my January 2022 wrap up, if that's even what it's going to be called. So I will have links to the indie shops down below. I'm actually going to see if I can find a listing for this Layla Ceramic Effect polish, and I'll link it down below if I can find it. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try. I will link Zoya. I suggest not trying to find this Essie polish, and you guys know where to find OPI. So as well as the stuff that I hauled and everything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later.